everybody. Welcome to our market report. Today we're Thursday, January 5th. So the name of the chronicle today is about the rare earth stocks. I just want to bring to your attention that there is imminent movement in the rare earth stocks that is preparing itself. Some stocks have already begun their movement, but if you were not able to participate in that movement, well, there's some stocks you should already watch for our next movement. So far, let's take a look first of all at how the market vector of the rare earth stocks, the ETF which follows the rare earth stocks, is moving. Actually, this is a downward trend and this is a sad reformation. So we're still waiting for the next push on this ETF. A lot of stocks that are actually waiting to have a next movement are doing the same pattern, technically speaking. They're within a downward trend and are forming a sad reformation, so we're still waiting for the next push. So whenever this ETF break through that resistance at about 1577, well, then that will be a go for that ETF. Some stocks have already begun the movement, as I've been able to tell you earlier. We have Great Western Mining, GWG, and the Venture Stock Exchange. This stock already performed pretty well because it reverted its downward trend, and the stock has been on the move ever since. Right now, it's a small correction, but hold on to that stock if you participated in the movement over here, because just stock, if ever it continues to correct itself, it could just continue. Your tolerance point should be at this support here, which is at about 41 cents. So hold on to Great Western Mining if you participated in that movement over here. Another stock which already made a movement, it's RES, Rare Element Resources. That stock moved on the news simply because they announced an updated NY 43-101 compliant mineral resources estimate. So that estimate said that the reserve increased from 30 to 38%. So that created a momentum in that stock, and the stock moved on that news. Canadian International Mineral also pretty nice performance. If you look at it on the longer term chart, you see that ever since the month of July, Canadian International Mineral was keeping its downward trend, and today, the stock moved, and you see that the volumes are around its average for Canadian International Mineral. So a nice entry point for that stock today. Ucore Rare Metals, the stock moved yesterday, so actually it is continuing its movement slightly, but it's still on the rise for Ucore Rare Metals. And Dasha Strategic Metals, this stock can perform pretty well because, first of all, that's a downward trend that the stock kept ever since its high of July. It formed a sad reformation, as you can see here, and now the stock again is on the move. Not yet a breakout because you see the stock is deflating. What we're waiting for on the intraday chart is simply for the stock to make a new high. It made a nice high here, but ever since the stock stayed totally flat, it's not pretty liquid, but of course that's what you should wait for, a clear movement. See the bid and ask, which are the red and the green line here, at least to be on the top here, to be able to determine, you know what, there's a momentum in that stock, there's some buyers, I'm getting in. So far, because the bid ask is not convincing, we have to see it where this hour is. That's when we will determine an entry point for Dasha Strategic Metals. But technically speaking, it's good because it broke through an important sad reformation. So the only condition that we're waiting for to buy it is only for the bid and ask to be able to be on top. Another stock worth to watch that is not yet starting a movement is Nero Material Technologies. This is an important downward trend. So whenever you see the stock that starts to have a sad reformation over here, because you see it tested its downward trend here and corrected. So ever since you see the stock making a sad reformation and going up, that will be a go. Crestware Minerals, same scenario also, testing its downward trend, making a small correction. So whenever you see that stock continue to stabilize and break through that resistance, that will be a go here at this price at about 6,297. Talisman Metals, same scenario. It didn't go further to reach its downward trend, but it's closer to this, and you see it's just making a new sad reformation. So whenever it reverts its downward trend, that will be a go. Geomeca, sad reformation, and whenever it breaks that resistance here, that will be a go for Geomeca. And if we look at the longer term chart, that will be a pretty nice entry point because the stocks will revert its downward trend. And Quantum Rare Development, same scenario, a sad reformation, and higher than 17 cents. That's a go for Quantum Rare Earth Development because it will break through its sad reformation but also revert its downward trend. So that said, those are some stocks that you should watch, which include the Dasha Strategic Metals, Neuromaterials, Crestware Minerals, Tasman, Geomeca Resources, Crentomer Earth Developments. Here's the ticker, and you see you have a bunch of other stocks here which are all doing a sideways formation and also are worth to watch. Commerce Resources, Sensor Energy. You have all the list here that you can follow. And let's not forget Molycorp, which is actually the biggest rare earth stocks. Actually, the stock is making a sideways formation, and then the next push, a nice entry point for Molycorp because it will revert its downward trend. So I'll go for Molycorp at 27.66 on Molycorp MCP New York. That's it, folks. Don't forget to always follow us on Facebook.com/Decision Plus. Share your thoughts and your comments, and see you next week for another Chronicle.